What's up, everybody? I just did my personal goal for the day. Climbed to the top of Trimble Canyon. I wasn't planning on doing that when I woke up this morning. I was actually a little hungover, but I was just like, I don't want to waste my whole day just freaking laying around and not getting shit done today. I was pretty productive last night. I learned how to do some new shit in Photoshop. I made some new flyers. Not so much a flyer, but it was a picture. I posted it on Instagram and Twitter, but it has to do with my game, Hypocrites. And I had the presidents, Donald Trump and Joe Biden, kind of like set up like how it is on Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or whatever. And they're like they're like the they live people, and they're holding up their masks. So Donald Trump and then Biden are side by side. You know what I mean? So that's just my point of view when it comes to that whole issue. I'll actually put that in this video so you can see it. You know what I mean? I'll pop it in there before I upload it. But yeah, so I posted that up. I learned how to use Photoshop a little bit better. I had it for a little bit. I knew how to use like some of the features like from other programs, but I'm trying to get more productive. You know what I mean? And stay on this grind. I got to get that game done this year. The video for that, Hypocrites, it's on my channel if you guys want to check it out. That's something that's been in the making for about, I would say, about 9 years, almost 8 years, 9 years. I wrote that song in 2011 when my kids came to live with me. That was like a little bit of a wake-up call because I was, I could make all excuses I want, but I was kind of living my life a little ratchet, even though I did care, how my kids were growing up and everything. I'm only human, and I just been through so much stuff with their mom that I was kind of like a broken person, and I had something happen to me, well, like an interaction with someone, and I just kind of seen my future. It was a female. I had a relationship with a female, and I just kind of seen my future of my daughters, the way that female was raised up, if I were to not be in their lives. And that was why I did what I did at the time, which was to get the social workers involved, to get the kids taken away. I had tried a few times in the past before that, but it was never really nothing came to fruition. But this time, it kind of like caught her red-handed, and my daughters came to live with me in 2011. So like overnight, all of a sudden I had my kids actually living with me, which was something I had wanted for a long time, but it was something I was not used to. So I had to make a lot of changes, and it was a stressful situation, but it was one of those things where I remember talking to a friend of mine at the time, where it comes natural to you when you're kind of like under the gun, or you have your children with you like that. You end up rising to the occasion to get the stuff done that needs to be done. Working 2 8-hour jobs. I remember working 2 8-hour jobs and sleeping about 3 hours. Not even so much sleeping, just letting my body, relax. Because I never really would sleep. Sometimes I would, but I'd ride my bike 28 miles. It was from Upland, Mountain Avenue in Upland, all the way to Limonite in Miraloma, all the way down Mission Boulevard. I'd be riding my bike. I'd go to work at my first job at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I'd go down the street to my second job at midnight, and I'd work all the way till 7:30, 8 in the morning sometimes. And I'd be riding my bike back home, and that worst part of that whole time was riding my bike straight up Mountain Avenue, all uphill. That was a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? But it's something that requires a lot of determination to do that. And I don't think anybody. Not too many people have that kind of determination to get stuff done like that, and I was glad to have experienced it, because that helped to mold me into the person I am today, So getting back to my game, at the time, like I said, this was like a realization, like a kind of come to Jesus moment in my life, where I was just like, man, what am I doing with my life? Like I got my girls here now, and it was just like, it was a really eye-opening experience. How they say you go down the rabbit hole and everything. I remember searching all kinds of stuff on YouTube and and Googling everything, you know, on Google and everything. And I was just like, I started seeing, you know, kind of like the world for what it was at the time. And that was when I ended up getting the idea for that song. And then I dropped it in my homeboy Buck. And, you know, I've been working on the concept for the video ever since. I think it was Alex Jones' channel was having some kind of they were having some kind of a contest at the time for, you know, some Patriot video, do like a short film or something to that effect. And I was like kind of thinking, you know, I would be able to, it would be cool if I were to join that. You know, I obviously I never got around to doing it because that's one of my I guess you could say that's one of my my faults is I'm a perfectionist when it comes to like, you know, making my art. Is and I like that quote from Da Vinci where it says that all art is never finished, it's only abandoned. You know what I mean? And I've had to abandon a few of my projects before, but I was never able to really abandon this one because obviously I spent so much money on just making the game. I had some help with the homie Harmagito, and then also too a friend of mine, who was it, Angel? I think it was Angel. We had talked about like kind of evolving because I had seen this guy Mir from CBS. He had a painting and it drew a lot of controversy at the time. It was over in London, and it was these people playing the game. You know, they're from a certain ethnic group, and that was the criticism that it got at the time. It was controversial, but they were playing the game. And if you look on my channel in 2012, you'll see that song "Hypocrites" has that guy's painting on it. That guy, I tried to reach out to him. He never wanted to fuck with me. So whatever, it is what it is. I ain't tripping. But that's not only his concept. You know, that concept of playing games with you know, with human lives is something that goes back to antiquity. You know what I mean? Like the gods of Olympus. You know, they had a figurine of each of us. You know, that they'd play games with our lives and stuff. You know, in the 60s they had chessboards with freaking, you know, giant missiles on them and stuff. You know, so it's a well-known concept. You know, that's what the game of chess is even based on to begin with. Was in Persia, it was a strategy game. The Persians, I believe, developed it first. So, you know, it's not my idea. It's not any person's idea. It's humans' idea. You know, and in hip hop we talk about the game. You know what I mean? Even our freaking rapper named himself the game. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's something that it's a part of our existence as humans. You know. So I was considering making a GoFundMe for that, but if I do kind of get to that point where for the game, Hypocrites, the whole entire project, if I do get to that point, I'm gonna make sure I have all my ducks in a row before I do that, because it's you know, it's I think I had some prior experience where someone gave me some advice, you know, that nobody's gonna like go along with it if you're not really, you know, have like a clear direction for, you know, the people, and have them some kind of a way where they can feel like, you know, they're participating in the final outcome, you know. And so the reason I even wanted to go down that road is because my vision for that project, I could even share, I probably will share it in this video. My vision for that project, I have a treatment, you know, all mapped out and everything, and I actually shot some footage already of it. I shot a little test footage, and I would say that the damn thing's freaking like 95% done, because I have everything needed to get it done. I probably would need some help from a videographer, editor, and then of course like some talent in the final you know, cut of the video, like, you know, the politicians playing the game. I had a vision of 6 people sitting around the table playing the game, and it, you know, affecting our lives as it happens in real time. You know, like you can see it on the video, you know, or the world events playing out in real time. So anyways, like I said, I have the treatment for it. The whole thing is just pulling that trigger on that, because I'm going broke. I'm broke right now. It's crazy. I'm broke right now trying to make this happen. You know what I mean? It's like something that, like I said, you know, the determination, I like this commitment to this idea that, you know, this God idea that happened to me. And, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, following through, which is what I've been doing. but don't think that it doesn't get discouraging, you know, when you want certain things to work out the way you want them to, and they sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, you know. But you know, it is what it is. It's part of you know, walking the earth, you know, and then we got all these other hurdles to jump through at the same time, you know. So I'm right here with you guys, trying to make it happen, you know. If you guys got some kind of like project where you're or you even feel me on that, you know what I mean, like having the determination to persevere when things are tough, you know. It's not an easy thing to do, you know. And I'm not perfect. I always, you know, I've done it a lot. I try not to do that no more because I know it's not a productive thing. But you know, every now and then I gotta fall back because it's just that time in my life where, you know, it's the best decision to you know, fall back and, you know, just like maintain and make sure that I'm gonna be okay for tomorrow, you know, because I could go, you know, fuck off and show my ass, and then, you know, next thing you know, I'm in a hole or I'm in a cell. And that's not, you know, I ain't trying to go out like that. Too smart for that shit. So, anyways, I heard there was this guy that I remember hearing. I think I seen on a Film Courage or something. They were talking about the, you know, the difficulties that they experienced when they were going through trying to bring a project to fruition, like you know, on the same subject we're talking about. And they said every time they'd hit a bigger, you know, a bigger wall or a bigger barrier would you know, pop up in front of them, what they would do is they just get a bigger hammer and smash it down. And that always stuck in my head, you know. I always remembered that, and I could remember a lot of times doing that myself. So I'll encourage you to do that, you know. If you know, going through shit, check out my video Circumstances. But you know, just be determined, bro. You know, don't give up. Don't give up, and don't be a scumbag either and try to freaking, you know, be fucking do low and do dirty on your people, you know what I mean? That's a coward's way to go. We don't do that shit over here, you know what I mean? So anyways, that's my video for today. You guys have a nice day, all right? See you later.